Hello everybody, welcome back to another New Way Vstep video. This is Miss Lay and I'm Trevor. Today in this Vstep practice speaking test, we'll cover all three parts: social interaction, solution discussion, and topic development.
Xin chào tất cả các em, cô là cô Lê và đây là thầy Trevor đến từ newwayenglish.tv. Hôm nay trong bài thi nói Vstep mẫu này, thầy cô sẽ làm mẫu cả 3 phần. Phần 1 là tương tác xã hội, phần 2 là thảo luận giải pháp và phần 3 là phát triển chủ đề.
Roll the intro. Part 1, Social Interaction. In this Vstep speaking test, the examiner will ask you 3 to 6 questions. You will have 2 to 3 minutes to answer them. The examiner will ask you about 2 common topics. You will first need to answer the main question and give 1 or 2 reasons or examples to support your answer.
Phần 1, tương tác xã hội. Trong bài thi nói Vstep, giám thị sẽ hỏi các em từ 3 đến 6 câu hỏi. Các em sẽ có 2 đến 3 phút để trả lời. Giám thị sẽ hỏi 2 chủ đề quen thuộc. Trước tiên là các em sẽ trả lời vào câu hỏi chính, sau đó cố gắng đưa ra 1 đến 2 lý do hoặc là ví dụ để mở rộng câu trả lời.
Vstep Practice Speaking Test 3, Part 1. Topic is birthday. When is your birthday?
It's on the 16th of March, the beginning of summer.
What do you usually do on your birthday?
On that day, I don't usually do anything special, but I do try to remember my mom's stories about when I was born. Often my family or friends have a surprise for me.
Okay, what is your favorite family celebration and why?
My number one family celebration is our ancestors' death anniversary, when the whole family puts all their positive energy to prepare for the events. The women and the girls go to buy food and cook the best dishes. The men clean up the house and set the table to do the offering. We live in harmony and experience great moments together.
Topic 2, public transportation. What is the best way to travel in your town or city?
The best way to travel in my city is to ride a motorcycle. It's the only way to avoid traffic. Although if you need to do some shopping, the bus or even a taxi could work. But I love my bike.
What is your favorite means of transportation?
This depends on the purpose of my journey. But as I mentioned previously, my favorite is my bike, especially if it is nearby. On the other hand, I'll take a bus if I have time or need to go somewhere a bit further from my place. However, booking a taxi is preferable for long distance travel, or I don't have a lot of time.
Do you think people should use public transportation more? And if so, why?
Yes, I absolutely do, simply because taking public transportation is more economical. Furthermore, it is friendly to our environment.
Part 2, Solution Discussion. In this Vstep speaking test, the examiner will give you a situation with 3 options to select from. You will have 1 minute to prepare your answer. You will have 2 to 3 minutes to discuss your answer. The examiner will ask you to select 1 option and explain the advantages. You must give 2 reasons or examples to support your answer and give a disadvantage for each of the 2 options not chosen.
Phần 2, thảo luận giải pháp. Trong bài thi nói Vstep, giám thị sẽ đưa cho các em một tình huống với 3 sự lựa chọn. Các em có 1 phút để chuẩn bị và 2 đến 3 phút để trả lời. Các em sẽ chọn giải pháp tối ưu nhất và đưa ra lập luận phản biện cho 2 tình huống còn lại.
So let's watch part 2.
Mời các em theo dõi video mẫu phần số 2.
Part 2, Situation Discussion. You have just received a sum of money from your father as a birthday present. How would you use the money? Save up for the future, buy a laptop for your studies, or buy a fashionable smartphone.
If I got a big enough amount of money from my father as a birthday present, I'd save it for my future needs for these reasons. To begin, I plan on reaching financial freedom, so this is something to start with. On top of that, people should always be prepared for unforeseen expenses, such as a broken down bike or any other rainy day. It is much better to anticipate a worst case scenario or have money saved. For example, a family member develops a health issue, you might need to make an emergency trip, which could be expensive. On the contrary, I didn't spend that money on a new laptop, simply seeing I already have one which isn't brand new, but totally meets my needs. And I wouldn't buy a new smartphone either, because on my last birthday, Mom gave me one and it still looks new. In conclusion, if I were given that present, I'd obviously save up for the future. However, getting a laptop or a smartphone wouldn't be my choice this time.
Part 2, Situation Discussion. You have just received a sum of money from your father as a birthday present. How would you use the money? Save up for the future, buy a laptop for your studies, or buy a fashionable smartphone.
If I was given a sum of money from my dad as a birthday present, I'd definitely get a new laptop for my studies for the following benefits. At first, it would be really useful. I could use it to do research, or it would also make communication easier on all my social media platforms. Secondly, I'd learn a variety of new skills, and little by little, I'd catch up with the latest technologies. I have to, if not, I wouldn't make the most of my present. Finally, a new laptop would be something the whole family could use. Surely, we all could use the laptop for different purposes, and it wouldn't be wasted. However, I wouldn't save the money. It should do something that benefits you, and investing in yourself is the best way to grow in life. Furthermore, a fashionable phone wouldn't be my target either. I don't like the functions of smartphones when I have to deal with office work. To conclude, to serve my study purposes, a laptop would be perfect for me, while saving money or getting a new smartphone wouldn't fit my short-term goal.
Part 2, Situation Discussion. You have just received a sum of money from your father as a birthday present. How would you use the money? Save up for the future, buy a laptop for your studies, or buy a fashionable smartphone.
If I had just received a sum of money from my father as a birthday present, I'd certainly buy a fashionable smartphone for the following reasons. First of all, my current phone has tested my patience enough. I need a good new one. This would be a perfect opportunity for me. Next, I would be more exposed to the latest technology and be forced to keep up with all the new changes, regardless of whether I wanted to or not. People acquire much faster by practicing than just learning the theory in books. In fact, it'd be so convenient that I could bring my new phone with me all the time to study, relax, communicate with my friends and family. I couldn't imagine not using my phone for a day. Contrary to that, carrying a laptop everywhere wouldn't be ideal for my daily schedule. I have to travel a lot and I never want to be interrupted from studying things online. Besides that, I don't see the advantages of saving money and not letting it work for you. Investing in yourself is important, so sometimes getting the right tool for you to work in present helps you to improve faster. To conclude, I'd surely buy a new phone, however, I wouldn't bother saving or get a new laptop now.
Part 3, Topic Development. In this Vstep speaking test, the examiner will give you a topic to develop in the form of a statement. The task is designed to create more discussion. The examiner will give you an outline. You will have 1 minute to prepare your answer. In addition, the examiner will ask you 3 related questions, allowing you to demonstrate supporting details to the topic. You will have 3 to 4 minutes to give a talk and answer the questions. You are required to develop the topic using the given mind map to help guide you.
Phần 3, phát triển chủ đề. Trong phần thi này các em có 1 phút để chuẩn bị và 2 đến 3 phút để trả lời. Các em được yêu cầu trình bày quan điểm về một chủ đề với 3 ý cho sẵn hoặc tự phát triển ý kiến cá nhân. Sau đó giám thị sẽ hỏi một số câu hỏi mở rộng liên quan đến chủ đề đó.
Let's watch part 3.
Mời các em theo dõi video mẫu phần số 3.
Part 3, Topic Development. Discuss the topic, examinations are not necessary, as guided in the outline below.
There have been many debates regarding the effectiveness of examinations for a long time, and I too have a point of view. Presently, they are truly unfair. Students know that test scores may affect their futures. They do whatever they can to pass them, including cheating. They seem to learn by heart or memorize to perform well during the examinations. As a result, they gain nearly nothing and have even more difficulty in the real world. Teachers know that test scores may affect their salaries and job security, so they also cheat. Teachers are spending more and more time teaching the test. Equally important, they are time-consuming. It also takes months to prepare for examinations. The bigger and more serious the exam is, the longer it takes to prepare. In addition, they are absolutely costly. Think about the workforce needed to do all the work before the examinations get started. All the rooms rented and the setup for them and so on. And one of the reasons why I don't support examinations is that they occurred in an artificial learning environment. They are timed. You can't talk to a fellow student. You can't ask questions. You can't use references or learning devices. You can't get up and move around. How often does the real world look like this? Presents come to mind. And yet, even the most hard-headed conservative will say that education should prepare students for the real world.
Do you think schools are necessary?
Yes, I truly do. Parents need somewhere to have their children taken care of, educated, and develop social skills when they are busy working.
How do modern technologies change the way people study?
They learn from various online resources, not just from books in libraries, but from websites on internet, etc., as well as study more independently. They also learn more skills to catch up with modern times through specialized private online schools.
Do you think the traditional schools will disappear in the future because of the development of technology?
It's a good question. But no, I certainly don't. Every coin has its two sides. Each form of education has its pros and cons. And we know because interacting face to face with one another is an important skill to develop for children. The traditional schools will still be there for people who want them.
Thank you. That was very good.
Thank you.